I ask for the truth on behalf of Kelli Adkins concerning spiritual path. Spiritual path and what's going on there. I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always, and blessed be to the spiritual path of Kelli Adkins. That's what a strange question. I don't normally answer or attempt normally. Well, it's not that I can't do it, just I don't normally attempt it normally. It's usually if there's a bit more specific than that, than a spiritual path. But I just felt drawn to it, I don't know why. Maybe I was just in one of them moods or something. It's probably the amount of sugar I put in the coffee. You don't know, do you? Let's deal out some cards here there, Kelly, and see what's going on. Where the deck split is where it's thought to be at its most energetic point, as you saw there. And then we have a timeline. We have a beginning, a middle, and an end. I suppose it's just a storyline, isn't it? I'll just put them there so you can see them a bit better. I normally, it's usually about past, present and future. I normally do the past, present and future. The past is the recent past and the future is the immediate future, in the sense of, I usually say a moon phase behind, a moon phase in front, with Kelli Adkins and somewhere in the middle there, in the present. So it's more immediate, isn't it? It's more, I suppose, as near to now as you can make it without spilling any beans. For anybody can say in 3 years this will happen, or in a few years that will happen, or even 3 months this will happen. That's too easy. Let's see what's just going on immediately. So just recently then, concerning this spiritual path, of course the first card here represents the recent past, the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, doesn't it? And the meaning or interpretation of that card will be linked to the recent past, and also linked to the question that you've asked, the reason you've given for guidance, which we can then pin down to see what's been going on. As we just rotate the card there, not too quickly there, just nice and slow, not to disturb its energy, as you would say. You've got the sun. The sun really just indicates it's elemental, isn't it? It's part of the elements. Notice there the Egyptian feel of the sun god Ra. I suppose that's too easy to sort of come across there. And it's just really indicating that recently your perseverance in some way was rewarded. Whatever it was you were trying to achieve, or trying to find out, realise about yourself or whatever, it was this perseverance was rewarded in some way. You got a kick out of it, I suppose, or you did find an answer, but maybe you think that was a bit too close for call. Was it the answer, or was it just fluke? Was it just, things happen like that where, the phone rings and you're thinking of somebody and it's them on the other end of the phone? That does happen, of course. Your psychic abilities can lock onto who it is, but usually, or sometimes it just does happen that way, if you get what I mean. And I suppose that's the question you've been asking. Is it my psychic abilities or something to do with my spiritual path that I've had this experience just recently? In the sense of whatever it was you were searching for, you were rewarded in some way, maybe by an experience. Maybe you've experienced like a spiritual experience, something happened that you can't explain, like a spiritual leader or something. Somebody said something to you. God forbid it might be me, but you know what I mean. A psychic or anybody said something to you and it may have been right. You thought, how did they know that? Or just your own intuition. Anything really along those lines. And I suppose, yes, you got a bit more than you bargained for, I suppose, maybe, because you thought, well, that's uncanny. Or did that just happen because it would have happened anyway, and I'm just sort of putting meaning to something where there isn't anything, and it just happened by chance. Why I'm thinking along this line, I don't know. Maybe it's because you've asked about a spiritual question. I'm thinking of spiritual experiences and things like that, maybe. Let's pull out the next card and let's see what the present has to offer, what energy's there, what's vibrating there concerning the spiritual path that you're on. The shield, yeah, that's an interesting thing, just indicating that you're protected from harm. Maybe something has happened and you thought either, not so much how did I get away with that. I always say it's not what you achieve, it's what you get away with, but that's beside the point. How did I get away with that, or how did I get away without being hurt in that, or whatever? Or it's as if every time somebody tries to hurt me, they don't succeed. There's something there protecting me, or you know, when you get this, you sometimes say, that there's somebody bloody watching over me, because how today's gone, I should be in the shit or something like that, you know, and I'm not, and so somebody's watching over me. You sort of say that to yourself now and again, don't you? Well, I tend to do anyway. I suppose assuming everybody else does what I do or thinks like the way I think, I don't know. But it's just that sort of thing where probably right now you feel as though somebody is watching over you. But of course the shield, the energy of the shield from the treasury there is just protecting you from harm because of whatever it is. Your perseverance just recently has been rewarded. You've tried for not, if at first you do not succeed, try again, and you've done so, and you've been rewarded in the sense you've got an answer. Not saying you got the answer, but you certainly got an answer, and you think, that's interesting. And now maybe what's going on now, maybe this energy, because you've called on spirit, said a prayer. That's all magic is, isn't it? It's all a spell is a prayer, really. And the church and all these other these crackpot religions that say that you shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that because really they're doing it themselves. You shouldn't cast spells, it's evil. But when they say, Our Father who art in heaven, tra-la-la-la-la-la, they're just saying, they're just casting a spell, aren't they? And it's the same thing. But it's okay for them to do it, but it's not okay for us to do it. One law for one, another law for another. And maybe that's how you feel. Why I'm thinking along those grounds, I don't know. Maybe this is the way you feel, and this is why you've been protected from whoever it is who's maybe been trying to dictate to you. You've persevered, you've got the answer you want, regardless of what others may say, and it's now protecting you. It's proving its worth. Spirit is... You've shown spirit respect in that sense, and now spirit is rewarding you or looking out for you. Spirit won't do anything to harm you, of course, but spirit won't help or guide you if you don't ask, like your spirit guides. Spirit guides only come to you if you ask them to appear. If they appear without asking, then it's time you see a professional, because they don't just appear and do things like that. They only come when they're asked. They're very polite, you see. This is the thing. So that's how you can tell if you're cracking up or not. I cracked up years ago. But notice, not about me, we're talking about you. the next card in the immediate future for you there, Kelly, is the Queen. This can symbolise, of course, a woman who, of course, love and prosperity, but indicating, of course, a woman like a matriarch, a powerful sort of woman, a domineering sort of woman, a woman who's in charge of the situation, and a woman who's, of course, you've recently been rewarded for whatever it is you persevered at, whatever the sun, the energy of the sun helped you with. You found the answer, it's protecting you now, and of course you will prosper. Between now and this time next month, next 2 or 3 weeks or so, 3 or 4 weeks or whatever, you'll find that yes, you will prosper. Yes, love and prosperity in that sense, but it's more to do with your authority and your power in that department. This represents a person, a female figure with you know, with power and authority, as you would say. Now I've pulled the 3, the past, the present and the future. I somehow feel as though something hasn't been quite said, as if it's not been finished off. if you could put it that way. It's not. It's been, but something's been unsaid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out one more card, I think, just to see if we can get a bit like a roundup or an evaluation report or something, like an overview or whatever you could call it. Let's just pull this card here. Let's just see if it covers all of them, or if it got the wizard. Look at that, the magic of the wizard. There's an interesting development there. Now I thought that might turn up, but I didn't know it would. I just thought it might, but you don't say anything because in case you're wrong. Which not very often I'm right and then bloody wrong again. But in this case, my guess secretly was right there. The wizard, of course, yes, you'll find yourself in the long run using your skills to assist others and whatever. But of course the wizard in the royal court there, from the royal court, from the elements to the treasury to the royal court. The wizard obviously holds secret knowledge. And of course this is about your spiritual path, and it looks as though the wizard is there to help you. His energy is there to help you with your spiritual path so you can help others. This is maybe your spiritual path is to help others, or your purpose, your soul's purpose is to help others. Honour your soul's path and honour your soul's purpose, and that's what it is, to help others. And of course that's your spiritual path, isn't it? So with no further ado, I think that says it all, doesn't it? For now, unless we're drawn again, or unless there's another request maybe further down the line that we're drawn to, for now these cards have spoken.